Up is a farmer-led research project to improve real-world on-farm performance of conservation practices in the Midwest. Our farmer-led teams across Ohio and Missouri are designing and implementing projects that track and ensure the performance of conservation practices better generate outcomes of profitability, yield stability, and protection from extreme weather events under working farm conditions that farmers need.
I'm Susan Jaster, and I have been farming for a little over 45 years. I started out in the dairy industry many years ago with my husband and my family in southwest Missouri, and now I live in west central Missouri, and I have a small acreage and I rent about 40 more acres, and I raise hair sheep for to sell the meat and the horns. And so it's a small operation, but we do a lot of good conservation practices and regenerative practices so that our sheep always have plenty of grass to eat, and they're healthy because they're on healthy soils and good grass. From the Ground Up project has allowed me to help other farmers become interested in soil health, using cover crops as a regenerative practice to improve their soil so that their livestock has great grazing. And all the farmers that are on this node have some kind of livestock, small ruminants and large ruminants. And it's helping them to understand that cover crops can be a great way to make that transition from heavy chemical use practices to easier practices that don't require as many chemicals, and they still get good results. And most of their main focus is on selling livestock for meat, and so they want to have good healthy products. Because they're small farmers, they want to use less inputs, have lower inputs, and then sell a high quality product for a premium price. And this helps them to convey that to their customers, because we don't use chemicals, we graze, they're grass finished, and all these animals are grazing all the time, they're not getting hit with a lot of chemicals. So we have a high quality product to sell to our boutique style purchasers that want a high quality, clean product. I believe that many of these farmers will adopt the practices that we're using on the grant research, because if they can see the difference in their soil from the beginning of the project and just how good their grass is growing to what happens in the next few years, if they can learn that there's a difference there, and that's a very inexpensive way to get better at what they had been doing, I think that's a win, because then farmers will always think about their soil. What can I do to make the soil better so that the grass is better, so that my livestock is better, and so that I'm healthy? So I think that helps. By doing it several years in a row, I think that helps get it in their head that they can see a difference at the end of the project, and that they'll be ready to continue those practices.